I can't think of a more prescient and significant priority, a top priority of these United States of America than taking care of the men and women who fought and served valiantly to protect the freedoms and rights of this amazing republic called the United States of America. I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our veterans who fought and served. I know that all the opportunities that I have, all the freedoms that I have, I know that this country wouldn't be even a tenth of what it is if it wasn't for the veterans. You're about to be outraged because I'm going to share a couple of videos that are so baffling and that absolutely made my blood boil. Just fair warning. I can't believe the neglect, the gross negligence that these cities and states are bestowing upon our amazing veterans. It just literally makes me want to punch a wall. The first video I'm going to share with you is from good old Governor Janet Mills' state of Maine and her resettlement advocacy office city council meeting, and where I'm going to share that video first, where you're going to hear some things that are just absolutely baffling. Then I'm going to share for you a video out of New York, 95-year-old veteran Frank Tamaro, I hope I'm saying that right, or Tamaro, who fought in the Korean War, what he's dealing with in New York that absolutely just it made me cry. It just did. It made me cry. And then we'll talk about it. So let's check out the first video here.
What about the military folks that are getting out of the military and they have to go through all the lines and start all over again, even though they have credentials? So my question, pretty simple. Why would we fast track them and we won't do it for our own military?
They have the advantage of speaking the language, most of our military folks.
What?
So these folks that we're really working on may not have that. So it's going to be really difficult for them to say, yes, I used to be an electrician in my country. I'm just using mine, which is Somalia. But that might not really fall into our laws that we have in this country.
You know, the veterans know how to speak English, so they're fine. Let's just leave them alone. These guys, they need to be acclimated. They need to be documented. They need to be made fully citizens. They need to be taken care of. They need to be given credit cards with thousands and thousands of dollars on them. They don't need to apply for anything. They don't need to worry about anything. These are Democratic-run cities and states, ladies and gentlemen. This is really, really egregious. This is really, really important. I want to hear from you. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I try my whole soul best to respond to all the comments personally, and I do a pretty good job. I love hearing from you. Again, this channel is about bringing out objective truths. This channel is about looking at issues through the rhetorical principles of Aristotle: audience, purpose, message, ethos, pathos, logos, critically analyzing so we can bridge the divide, okay? Bring the country together. This is the most important election year we've had in over 150 years. So it's really, really important that we make the right choices and the right decisions with the right information and clarifying and understanding the messages. Okay, this is a full warning. I have to give a full warning. This video absolutely brought me to tears. Watch this video coming out of New York. Watch what they did to Frank, a 95-year-old veteran of our great United States of America. Be forewarned. Get some tissue. Watch this.
It was very disgraceful what they did to the people in Island Shores. They gave us time to get out, but they never said when, and they never said they were going to get us out. And then one day, there's a thing on the board, a notice on the board, you gotta be out by March 15th. I think that gave us like a month and a half to find out where we're going to go. I thought my suitcases were going to be on the curb because I'm not that fast. If it wasn't for my daughter, they would have been on the curb. But that's what it happened, and that was it. I said, no, you're not moving me. And they said, yes, we are. And everything was done behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a chance to actually make any attempt to stop them because there wasn't enough time.
Again, that was Frank Tamaro. I hope I'm saying that right. 94-year-old who was told he needed to get out of his building because they were going to use it to house and shelter illegal migrants in New York. You heard what he said, which was so powerful that nobody's talking about this. This isn't on legacy media. This isn't on mainstream media. They're not talking about this. Perhaps there's some truth that audience purpose message. They have an agenda. They have a purpose. They have a narrative that they want to control. It just absolutely makes your heart break as somebody who has such a reverence for our military, as somebody who understands that without a great military, without these fine, brave, courageous men and women, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have these opportunities. Not even close. Not even close. And lastly, you want to talk about somebody who never mentions veterans, who never mentions American soldiers, American military in really any positive light? How about AOC? This is a video that I think really signifies what these guys really, what their plan is when it comes to immigration, what their plan is when it comes to the border crisis, the lengths to which they go, the effort and the amount of passion that they have to document, to radically citizenify and make these individuals into voters is just perplexing and awe-inspiring, to say the very least. Watch this video. Check this out.
Congressman, just had a quick follow-up for you on the border bill. You talked about how it wouldn't secure the border deal. What makes you say that it wouldn't actually do anything to fix the situation?
Because we need past documentation and citizenship in order to prevent this pile-on at the border.
We do have to go, guys.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Have a good one.
So just in case you couldn't hear what she said we need a path to documentation and citizenship. We need a path to documentation and citizenship. If you put all that effort that these extreme, they're anti-American is the only way I can really put it. If you put all that effort, all that energy into helping us Americans who are already here, our country you wouldn't have to say make America great again. We would be prospering like it was 1985 all over again. We need to get our country back, y'all. This is the most consequential election ever. We need to get our country back. You never hear this, and she's really systemic and symbolic of the entire woke squad, her and Ilhan and the other members of the squad who are just, to me, blatantly anti-American. Where is the talk of helping America? Where is the talk of helping citizens now? People who work their butts off and get up every single morning. It's an affront the amount of energy and effort they're putting into helping illegal, undocumented immigrants. It's an affront to us who work our butts off. Why should I get up every day so I can pay your bill for all these insane laws and all these insane policies? You can't thrive without my tax-paying dollars, our tax-paying dollars. So why don't you give a little effort to us? Instead of giving $200 billion to Ukraine, hey, how about a little help over here? A little help, please? This is what your vote goes towards, y'all. You need to make educated decisions. This is how they're treating. They are actually putting illegal, undocumented immigrants and migrants who are pouring into our southern border, pouring in from all over. They are giving them precedence over the people who fought bravely and courageously, putting their life on the line for the freedoms that you and I get to benefit from. I'm not against immigration. I'm not against, this country was founded on immigrants. My parents are immigrants. I'm first generation born and raised in America. Proud to say that. I'm for legal, through the legal processes, just like I'm for legal voting processes, just like I am for funding, the ample funding of police, the ample prosecution to the law of the fullest, to the fullest. I'm for law and order. I'm for policies and legal protocol. I'm not against immigration. I'm not against it one iota. But the way that it's happening now, and the fact that it's happening in record-breaking, unprecedented, illegal fashions, there's got to be a cause. There's got to be a purpose. There's got to be an agenda. There's got to be a narrative. What is it? Who has the most to gain? Why are they doing this? Who, what, why, when, where? You got to ask these questions. This is what we're trying to analyze. This is what we're trying to figure out. This is pure evil. This is pure garbage. I won't stand for it. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep bringing this to light until Americans finally wake up. I want to pass this over to you. What do you guys think? What do you think of what's happening here? What do you think of the treatment of these amazing veterans? What do you think of what's happening in Maine, saying that, putting precedence over this illegal group over our unbelievably brave and awesome veterans? I want to hear what you have to say. Leave your comments down below. As always, if you've made it this far, make sure you subscribe to our free newsletter. It's in the pinned comment and the description. It's absolutely free. We just need your email. We don't share. We don't spam. Check out these videos here that complement exactly what I'm talking about today. These are really, really good videos. Check them out. Give you a little more context. Subscribe down there. And as always, God bless the United States of America. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.